So, what you're trying to say is that you fell here from another world? We haven't been to Mondstadt in a while. Come on, let's go check up on all our old friends!
Imagine, if you can believe it, a whole other world within this universe. In that world, people found supreme bliss in what can best be described as lucid dreams. Reality became blurred, or rather, redefined. But outside of their flawless reality, the problems of the material world remained. And in the end, the cold, hard truths of the real world caught up to them in the reality to which they had escaped. Deep in the dark ruins, another soul who was fleeing destruction discovered the final remains of this world. These two terminals were once a means for the dreamers to manage the outside world. Now, they form part of the mage's collection. The mage once tried to form a world from things she had gleaned in her eclectic experience, but as the calm observer, she never found that spark of inspiration to bring everything together. Before fate caught up to the wandering mage, she paid one more visit to her wise and learned friends. She learned much during their time together, and although she did not find the answer, her loneliness faded away in time. But as she and her friends crafted other wondrous worlds together, she finally realized the missing piece in the world she dreamed of creating. A vibrant, captivating protagonist. The glorious traveler and their impeccable companion were the perfect candidates. She was filled with hope. The lucid dream of a lost civilization was built anew, and the mage's vast collection now had a world to call home. After sojourning for so long, it was time for her to leave lest the destruction catch up with her. And in any case, a new story had now begun.
Sincerest greetings, traveler.
Sincerest greetings.
Sincerest greetings.
Sincerest greetings, traveler in Paimon. At the ready.
Let's go find some treasure.
Wow! The city is all decked out! Oh, it's beautiful! Festival season means no commissions, which means no Mora. But Catherine's always looking out for us, so we should still drop by and say hello.
Greetings, traveler. Paimon.
Hey, Catherine! Still doing the whole no commissions during Windbloom thing?
In general, yes. The people of Mondstadt don't delegate their work to others this time of year. But feel free to take a look around. I think you'll pick up on something unusual.
Take a look around, huh?
It's finally Windbloom, and here I am ruining everything.
You're a bit tired. No big deal. Give it some time. How about doing something fun tonight? We could take a stroll or go stargazing.
Stargazing? Like we'll find a spot. You know people start reserving places on Starsnatch Cliff the moment the sun goes down. Sorry, I'm just not in the mood. I should go.
Whoa! Something's off with Beatrice. She would never give up a chance to talk to Quinn. This is weird.
Oh, you're leaving? I can walk you home.
No, it's okay. Thank you. I just need some time to myself. Besides, there's still something I need to do. The truth is, Quinn, not long ago,
What is it?
Never mind. It's nothing. Actually, Quinn, I think we should stop seeing each other for now.
Huh? Wait, are you saying we can't be friends anymore? I thought we were best friends.
Did you see that? Beatrice ran off without looking back. Oh, we go adventuring in other nations for a bit, and one of Mondstadt's best friendship stories is already over? So, is this what you meant by unusual, Catherine?
This is just one example. Beatrice has been feeling down for days. But that's not all.
Oh, it's the honorary knight in Paimon.
Is something wrong? You don't look so good.
I know a knight should be stronger than this, but I haven't been feeling right lately. I just can't focus. I started sleepwalking out of nowhere. Sometimes I'd even wake up in the middle of the night standing in a random location outside.
You should see a doctor.
I did, but all the tests came back normal. The doctor said I'm fine. Yeah, I even consulted Miss Barbara at the church, but her conclusion was the same. In any case, she was kind enough to pray to Lord Barbados for me to get better. Is it because I saw something I wasn't meant to see? Sorry, this is for me to figure out. It is Windbloom after all. Anyway, I have patrol to finish. Until next time, you two.
Huh. Is it something in the air, maybe?
It appears Miss Donna is also out of sorts.
Oh, where can I find a truly fascinating man?
Wait, but Donna is the one who has a huge crush on D-Luke, right?
That's what I thought too. But she seems to have changed her mind.
Is that Captain Kaya? Huh. Now that I look at him, he's exactly my type. How come I never felt this way before? Oh, no. Of course not. I'm sorry, Captain. Just pretend I didn't say anything. And, have a happy Windbloom.
Good question, Kaya.
So, you knew about that? Well, Master D-Luke came into the city not too long ago, but when I saw him, it was like the butterflies just weren't there anymore. If I had to compare it to something, it would be like waking up and realizing you're married to a man you don't love. But then I saw you, and it wasn't that something was different about you. I can't really explain it. It was just a feeling.
Oh, here he comes. Well, surprised to see us?
Not at all. Have fun, you three.
So, you said you were looking for us.
Ah, Kaya. You found them. Good. With what's about to happen, it's great to have you in town.
Whoa, headquarters are packed! What's going on?
Honorary Knight Paimon. Oh, it's an honor to meet you. I believe introductions are in order?
all captains?
That's right. Master Jean is waiting for you inside. She'll explain everything.
Jean! A trial? But this is Mondstadt, not Fontaine! Which means it's a serious one. So, do you need our help? Right! He's the captain of the investigation team! But we didn't see him out there! Albedo is the one on trial? Oh, that's a new face! Deacon of the church. Does that mean he works with Barbara and Rosaria?
Ready to proceed. Prior to this trial, the Knights of Favonius, in conjunction with the Church, launched an investigation into Mr. Albedo for suspected murder and unlawful disposal of human remains.
Murder?
A witness stated that, 11 days ago, in the middle of the night, she saw the defendant southeast of the city gates, dragging a large object she later identified as a human body.
No. There's no way!
We now call that witness to the stand. Beatrice, please tell us what you saw.
Well, I was out late that night on business. And when I came back, I saw someone in the moonlight that looked like Mr. Albedo. He was dragging a huge bag of some kind. I thought it was strange, so I followed him. Then, there was a sudden flash of golden light. The bag opened, and inside there was a body! Mr. Albedo's vision allows him to manipulate the ground with ease. So he buried it, and then removed any traces on the ground. Before he left, it seemed like he looked in my direction. Maybe it was just my imagination, but I was terrified thinking he might kill me too. Luckily, he didn't see me.
Can anyone attest to the fact that the defendant was working in his office that night? Then the length of the report is not a sufficient alibi.
This isn't looking good.
Not yet.
I know what I saw. I'm telling the truth, Miss Hertha, I swear. Also, didn't you say that speaking out would help protect the people of Mondstadt? Otherwise, I'd never put myself out here like this.
You're doing the right thing. Besides, the investigation wasn't fruitless. A single man's shoe and a torn piece of fabric were found in the bushes near the crime scene. The same location the witness described. If no crime occurred, then is all this just a coincidence? It's true. No one has been reported missing. However, Miss Beatrice harbors no ill will toward the defendant. Her testimony clearly points to a crime, and she has no reason to lie. The defendant raises an important point: motive. Yet, I must be frank, not all murders are premeditated. Spontaneous conflict can also have unforeseen consequences. Nevertheless, I don't intend to prosecute this case on circumstantial evidence alone. Which brings me to the second charge against Mr. Albedo.
Second charge?
"7 days ago, at dawn, a witness saw the defendant dispose of the body of an adult male in the area between Dragonspine and Dawn Winery. I now call the second witness to the stand."
Wait, that's...
At around 3:40 in the morning, I saw Mr. Albedo dispose of a body beneath a cliff. It was dark, but he used the power of Geo to illuminate his surroundings. From what I could tell, it looked like the body of an adult male, tall and thin, but I couldn't make out the age. He buried the body underneath the cliff and smoothed out the ground to remove any traces.
We now have accounts from 2 separate witnesses that describe the same modus operandi. Would you call that a coincidence?
Is there such a thing? Dawn Winery is my home. It's not unusual for me to take walks in the area. I just happen to be in the right place at the right time. That's all.
Before you suggest a lack of evidence, Mr. Kaya, you should know. After the defendant left that morning, the witness found this where the body was buried.
What looks like the teeth and femur of a human. Now, it does beg the question. If the burial was fresh, why is this all that remains of the body? But
These remains suggest an accelerated rate of decomposition. Considering the defendant's profession, there's reason to suspect that alchemy is at play here. Both witnesses saw golden light, a known byproduct of alchemy. That's how the defendant destroyed the bodies. The light also explains how the witnesses were able... You're certain Mr. Albedo was present the whole time? Nevertheless, the other witnesses have no reason to lie. Tell me, Miss Sucrose, that meeting in the library, were you awake the whole time? Sounds like a considerable duration to go without sleep. I do hope you can be truthful with us. It concerns the safety of countless Mondstadt citizens. A crime like this cannot go unpunished.
No conclusive evidence of guilt. But the witness accounts do match to an extent that can't be dismissed. This is a tricky one.
Allow me to submit another piece of evidence. The investigators intercepted one of Mr. Albedo's correspondences. I will now read the pertinent parts to the... I have never abandoned the subject of human research. In fact, delving deeper into Dragonspine has led me to realize that the concept of life could be further expanded and transformed into that. The mystery of human birth is often linked to death. As such, death is the most suitable material for the creation of new life. To that end, we must engage in a process of putrefaction and refinement.
Is that in reference to an alchemical process?
The letter continues. Experimental trials have been carried out in the northwestern part of Dragonspine, in the area southeast of Mondstadt's main gate. The data is as expected. Just as you endeavored to do, I too shall take up the path of creation and break through current limitations to reach a new realm of living beings. Correct. Not to mention, the locations indicated in the letter match both crime scenes. What more can we trust than the defendant's own words?
No, it can't be true!
A guilty verdict cannot be delivered without sufficient evidence. In order to protect all parties involved, that is what our principles demand. My original assessment was that we lacked said evidence. But now, it seems the only remaining questions are the identities of the victims and the specific alchemical process used in this case.
Why would Albedo do something like that? Oh, this has to be a nightmare! Oh! When did you get here? Who is he?
Can't see?
Let's light it up! Everybody stand back!
Traveler, Paimon! I could hear your arrival upon the wind. Were you looking for me?
Venti, did you send us that message?
No, I did.
Whoa, where did you come from? Wait, Venti, do you know this guy? His name is, what is his name again?
Didn't think I was that unmemorable. I'm Dahlia, Deacon of the Church of Favonius, and Herald of the Animo Archon Barbados. Not gonna forget next time, right? That's right. I noticed you during the trial. The legendary honorary knight. You seem to have a lot of thoughts on your minds, so I thought we should have a chat. After all, I am the Herald of Barbados. If the people of Mondstadt are in danger, I should keep the Animo Archon in the loop.
Wait then, you know about...
About what? The fact that my tavern-hopping nomad of a friend is Barbados himself?
Don't worry, Dahlia and I are close. He knows everything. Besides, a god needs someone to communicate their will in a formal setting. And no one does that better than Dahlia.
Not that I saw that coming when we first met. But back to the matter at hand. I believe you two already know about Albedo's background.
So, you know too, Venti? That's surprisingly Archon-like of you.
Well, I knew from the moment Rhine-Daughter and Alice brought Albedo to Mondstadt. When those two are in town, no one can afford to slack off. The Kryda Prince, a perfect specimen of synthetic life. At this stage of the case, there are countless questions surrounding Albedo's motive. His true identity is a potential weakness.
A synthetic being loses control of their sanity and goes on a killing spree. That's how a novel would frame the story, and people are inclined to agree.
Albedo has told us before that humans often value the ordinary over the transcendent and miraculous.
And the slightest difference is perceived as other. A very common phenomenon.
Which means we need to find a way to help your friend. Me? Well, I know that Albedo is a synthetic being, and that a lot of strange things have been happening in Mondstadt, even though Windbloom should be about drinking and having fun.
We noticed that too! The minute we got here, something was off.
I've picked up on most of those too. Miles is out of sorts, Beatrice seems anxious. Although I didn't know Donna stopped being interested in Master Diluc.
When no love remains for the songs to tell, the world becomes naught but an empty shell. Cruel is said fate, cruel it may be, were it not for a hero who could set us all free.
What are you getting at, Tone Deaf Bard?
Oh, just making a comment. There are always unavoidable trials in life. At least, that's what Barbados would say. A certain someone is going to need to overcome a trial like that. In such cases, even the Seven know better than to tamper with fate. If only there was a brave soul willing to aid their friend in his time of need. Should he meet a terrible fate, all of Mondstadt could be worse for it.
If you wanted our help, you could have just asked, you know.
Well, even if Albedo wasn't at the center of this case, protecting Mondstadt is part of being an honorary knight, right? You'll still have help, of course, which is why I prepared a little surprise. Behold!
A bomb!
Don't worry, I removed the fuse, so it's not going to explode. Say hello to the Dodo communication device.
So, this thing belongs to you now?
We're old pals. Don't think she'd care if I borrowed it for a few days. Anyway, this invention, with a little help from a trick of mine, will allow us to keep in touch. Just take it out and we can chat. That's all I ask. No matter what comes, you have the wind on your side.
I still don't believe Albedo would do something like that. Using living people as alchemical test subjects? It's like something out of a novel.
Perhaps it's best for me to remain impartial, but I've worked with Albedo before. He's an alchemist, not a sadist.
Hey, Jean! But what if the accusations turn out to be true?
Wait, Captain Kaya! Surely I can't just... Oh, in that case, head on in.
So this is Albedo's office. Pretty much exactly how Paimon pictured it. Right back at ya. All right. right, let's see what we can find. Human transmutation? Is Albedo seriously looking into that? Ooh, Paimon doesn't want to think about that. Wow, these books are so fancy! Albedo must have gone to great lengths to get them. Nope, no idea what that means. Not sure if it's too hard for Paimon or too hard for anyone outside this line of work. Alright, let's see what we can find. Wait, it looks like there's a hidden compartment under the desk. The name of the project is blotted out in ink. What could it be? Huh. What does this mean? Oh, do you think something might also be buried at the last location? Alright, that seems to be it for this place. We should go tell Jean what we found. Oh, Vent is calling! Let's answer!
How's the investigation going? Find anything?
Oh, we found stuff alright. Stuff that only makes Albedo look even more suspicious.
I see. So, Albedo's researching something that doesn't help his case, huh? Not promising. We should be grateful Albedo's true identity remains hidden. If it gets out that he's one of Rhindaughter's creations, there'd be no separating him from her past. As we both know, Rhindaughter's approach to alchemy and ethics was pure madness, and the evidence you just found, let's just say it could convince even those closest to him of his guilt. Perhaps then it comes down to trust. Do you trust Albedo?
Yeah, he's our friend. We should keep the faith. And if he really is the culprit, he must have had a reason, right? Maybe he's just not allowed to talk about it. Yeah, that must be it.
Either way, a fair investigation means coming to a conclusion presented by the facts. Remaining objective has its own value. Remember, none of this is your fault. Just report back with an honest assessment of the facts.
Yeah. Well, let's go find Jean and tell her what we learned. Wait, that's Miles. What's he doing here?
Oh, sorry. I heard voices and wasn't sure if I should check who was inside.
It's okay. We're here on Jean's orders.
Ah, I see. I'll, leave you to it then.
Hold on. You didn't hear what we were saying, did you?
Oh, not really. Nothing that made sense anyway.
Well, do us a favor and just forget anything you might have heard, okay?
Oh, sure. You got it.
That map we found in the hidden compartment seems important. We should check out the marked locations.
the morning. Ugh. Eyes on me! Huh? Let's light it up! Huh? I'm going in!
We should be getting close. Weird. There's a hole, but no body. The prosecution's argument is that Albedo used alchemy to destroy the bodies, but this location is different from the other two. Why not fill the hole, or smooth out the ground like the other places? Yeah, but none of it helps Albedo's case. What's wrong? Yeah, not when the charges are so serious. Hmm. Of course, we'll be there. In the meantime, we should all just stay positive.
Are you sure it has to be me? Fine. Let's get this over with.
I trust you.
It is as the stars foretold.
Are you sure it has to be me? Fine. Let's get this over with.
As you wish. Scry the
Yes, we sent the teeth and the femur bone found at the scene to the church's medical office, and were able to conclude that these are, in fact, human remains. In addition, the investigators were able to identify several Mondstadt citizens who appear to have been missing for quite some time. Forensic analysis of the remains allowed us to pinpoint the age and gender of the deceased. Interestingly, one of the missing individuals matches that profile to a T. The medical office couldn't spare the personnel, so Miss Rosaria is here to present the results to the court. Is it reasonable to assume this technique to be alchemical in nature? Thank you for your testimony.
The identity of one of the victims is now confirmed. But what about the defendant's motive?
Considering what he wrote in the letter, we can deduce that the defendant needed subjects for an alchemy experiment. Who better than individuals whose disappearance would go unnoticed? In other words, he sacrificed the good people of Mondstadt for his own gain. A truly vile act. In addition, another witness has agreed to testify. Miss Donna, if you would.
Wait, Donna from the flower shop?
I'm sorry it took so long for me to come forward. But the night Master D-Luke saw Mr. Albedo, I was there too. I was camping with a friend and we decided to stop near Dragonspine. I couldn't really get comfortable that night, so around dawn, I decided to go for a walk. And that's when I saw Master D-Luke. I thought it might be nice to, chat. So I headed in his direction and then I saw it. Someone at the bottom of the cliff was getting rid of a body. I was terrified the person might see me. Even after I fled, I couldn't shake that fear, and I started to wish I never had a crush on Master D-Luke in the first place. If I hadn't wanted to talk to him, I would never have been in that situation. Well, I didn't want to come forward because I was scared. But Miss Hertha convinced me it was the right thing to do. I'm sorry it took me so long.
Just stepping forward was brave enough, Miss Donna.
Yes. Thank you.
The two witnesses corroborate the same sequence of events. That just leaves the question of how the defendant disposed of the bodies.
I believe the answer lies in the alchemical technique mentioned in the letter. The defendant is the most accomplished alchemist in Mondstadt. He has the skill, no question.
Wait, does she mean...
We have witnesses and physical evidence. What could you possibly say in your defense? Ugh, you have some nerve. Saying that when the evidence is stacked against you? So, what? You're just going to bombard the court with excuses? That won't make the charges against you disappear, Mr. Al. Then, there must also have been a body. Questions there may be, but allow me to point out, there is no evidence to suggest that anyone besides the defendant knew about the third location, and the map was found in his notes. That fact alone makes him the most plausible suspect, unless Mr. Albedo suddenly plans to deny that the map belongs to him.
What?
Ha! So you admit it. Let the record reflect that the defendant has confessed to his crimes.
Actually, the traveler Amber Bennett and I were with Albedo that day. The Adventurers Guild was holding an event on Dragonspine. After it ended, we all left the area. If the person Albedo is referring to is different from the one we encountered on the mountain, then the altercation must have occurred after we left.
This only proves that the defendant is guilty on all counts. Those innocent people, their blood is on your hands. You deny it? After admitting to murder for the whole court to hear? You've clearly lost your mind!
It's one thing to look similar, but for the clothes to be the same?
What's going on? I don't want to be here anymore.
Regardless, the important thing is that you admit to killing someone on Dragonspine.
I see. Then, it appears I need to withdraw my testimony.
What?
Everyone! I brought her!
Wait, you...
The person who just came in, isn't that Hertha?
Who are you? Why do you wear my face? Hello to you, too. I see what's going on here. It's all been leading up to this, hasn't it? Your confession. It was all an elaborate stunt to set me up. You want to undermine my credibility? Fine. It doesn't eliminate the mountain of evidence stacked against you.
Homunculus?
Are you trying to insinuate that I'm some kind of... the homunculus? Because it looks to me like the artificial one is standing right there. Some kind of imposter you dragged in from Dragonspine. So this is what I look like when I fly off the handle. You know, they say imitation is the best form of flattery, but your impersonation has overstayed its welcome. Master Jean, what are you waiting for? We've known each other for so long. You recognize the real me, don't you? That means nothing. By that logic, I could just as easily accuse the Albedo in this room of being an imposter. How do we know he isn't the fake one? A cold-blooded killer who replaced the real Albedo long ago. Then, how about something only the real Hertha would know? The longest scar on my body. The knights who fought alongside me that day should remember where it is.
I remember. Let's hear your answer.
I'd like to hear Miles' answer first.
Huh?
You don't know? Or you don't remember? I heard you've been acting strange these days. Disoriented? Confused? You were closer to me than anyone during that battle. And yet you don't remember a thing.
No, my head.
The scar is right here. Albedo has done a lot of research into beings like you. If you deny it, then show us your arm. Show us your arm.
Ugh! Have it your way!
Whoa!
Come on, let's go!
Hey, they're shielding the imposter!
There are others trying to get in! Must be more people under her control!
Whoa! She just leaped across the room!
After her!
What? How are there monsters in the city? Of course! Where's our first stop?
The wind rises.
Captain Albedo, honorary knight, and your floating companion.
Some of the people around here are acting strange. Be careful.
The wind rises. Squall Fury.
You dare to gaze upon me?
The wind rises. Quit following me. Too slow.
Hey, Venti!
Shoot, someone's coming.
Help me! Please! Someone help!
out. It's just us.
Ah, perfect. I can drop the act. Sorry, I thought you were regular citizens. I agree. Although, it's been a while since I dealt with something this big. Oh, it's gonna be pretty exhausting. Haha! Just what I wanted to hear!
So, these two know the other's identity then?
Monsters started surging in from Dragonspine during the trial. They soon became agitated, likely in response to the core coming under pressure. Still, I never expected those monsters to have become this advanced.
Wait, so what about the map? And the missing bodies? What about the remains D-Luke found? Did they belong to one of the victims?
The only bodies Albedo destroyed were the monster's mimic forms. Then he buried whatever remained of the victims to put them to rest. You saw it for yourself, didn't you? All the people acting strange? Those are the same people who just tried to break into the Knights of Favonius headquarters. Durin's power remained dormant within them until, finally,
Wait, so what do? We can't go around hurting innocent people.
That's why I'm here. It would make me look bad if I just lazed around after promising to help. Yes. So, if there are little all right, this should do it.
Wind currents? Paimon's never seen this many.
All good. We have enough manpower to provide support. Requesting assistance at the side gate. Heading over now.
Whoa! It's long-distance wind communication!
Actually, if you face away from the current and whisper like this, no one can hear you.
No wonder you're crouching down there like you have something to hide.
You didn't have to broadcast that.
Huh? That voice. Venti? Is that you?
Oops.
Oh, you know, just a wandering bard calling for help. Thank goodness the Traveler, Paimon, and Albedo found me. Thanks, friend. May the Animo Archon protect you. I've got things covered here.
back!
No need. I didn't intervene to save you. It was for my own convenience. You were in my way. Suit yourself. The first trial. No, because of you. No, you weren't nervous enough. I suppose we'll see, won't we? Monsters incoming.
Verdict is...
Oh, so sorry. Freeze!
Time for retribution! Ha! Ha! Burn!
This moment will be frozen in time. Dodge this! Don't push your luck.
Ha! Ha! Time for retribution! Ha! Ha! Ha!
Don't get frostbite. Freeze!
Burn!
They're over there! TST.gà! What? We can't be here because we care?
Maintaining control over the main road means maintaining control over the battle as a whole.
So what's the status over here?
We don't have to bring that up. Good luck. I suppose it just didn't feel right to believe that someone who helped me in the past could be a cold-blooded killer.
Aw, that's so sweet.
I'll protect us. Hi.
Thank you so much, Miss Barbara. Things are still quite chaotic outside. It's best if you all remain inside the cathedral for now. Don't worry, Miss Barbara. I'll try not to put myself in harm's way. I can help with the logistics from the back. Of course. Thank you, Miss Rosaria.
On guard, everyone! Incoming monsters at 11 o'clock! Prepare elemental countermeasures! Engaging! Yeah! Final warning!
No escape!
Providing cover fire!
All units are now in position.
Hertha! Oh, jeez, your voice scared me just now.
What? Still caught up in the imposter incident? I thought you knew about the plan.
Well, after you up and disappeared one day, all Master Jean told me was that you'd be gone for a while on an important mission, and that it'd be better if people thought you were dead. And then, what do you know? Someone who looks exactly like you appears out of nowhere 2 days later. If Master...
Yeah, that's quite a scary thought. Albedo! Are you okay? The trial wasn't too hard on you, was it? I'm sorry I couldn't be there. I was so worried.
Yeah, for sure! She's someone you can really count on!
Wait, so how did you decide Hertha should disappear again? After all this fighting, I can't seem to get it straight.
So that explains the rumor that someone had fallen during a mission.
When did that happen?
Over 6 months ago.
Whoa, so this has been a long time in the making. But how did the Knight's internal information even reach Durin and his monsters?
There's an informant among our ranks.
Honestly, this whole situation almost gave Paimon a heart attack. All those awful accusations in the first trial, and you couldn't... Yeah, thank goodness we were able to back her into a corner. Aw, that means a lot. Wait, was that you just now? Let's go to the side gate to check it out.
Astrologers must rid themselves of material desires. Only by ridding oneself of clutter can one see the true world around them.
Lupical, it's you.
What?
Come into being! Burst forth!
You're in for a little shock.
not meant to be! Moment of birth. Live! Get back!
It happened a lot before? Huh. Gentle electrocution.
It's all my fault. I knew Klee was fast, but disappearing like this? I only lost sight of her for 1 second.
Explain what?
Albedo, Traveler, Paimon, what brings you here?
Yeah, plus we kinda already heard what you said, so...
Klee, she disappeared right under my nose.
Wait! Something's coming this way, and it doesn't look pretty!
She was right next to me, and the next thing I knew, she ran off somewhere. I swear I only lost sight of her for a second. Good grief! Beg for mercy. Shudder! Those bombs. I see what you mean. She's not to be underestimated. Flood of frost! Crush!
Feel this ancient power. Burst forth.
Albedo, you can't be serious. Camping. Ah, right. The truth isn't suitable for little ears. Of course. I place myself in your capable hands, Spark Knight.
We're back!
Amber?
Reporting back, Master Gene. Mission complete.
Hi, everyone. Oh, well, wait. Does that mean you saw me running for my life? Just kidding. But you're right. It was tough out there. I almost lost my hat to the wind several times. Of course. I was out on the city wall for quite some time. I heard all sorts of things. As for something notable, well, I picked up on anxious voices and a child.
Oh, no wonder Venti sensed a child's anger through the wind.
That same feeling. Ugh, it's close!
Oh, nothing much. Good. No problems. Ugh.